Okay, so yeah, so I did something weird. Yeah, back to the interior here. So we're really not going to worry about those kind of things. I can actually just do what I've been doing. I'm going to take this edge. This looks like a window space. I know that for sure. I'm going to get the width of it. What if I do to one side? I'll do it to the other. Am I thinking too hard? Yes. Okay. Cool. That's a pillar. Let's take hold shift, right mouse click and hold, insert edge loop. Let's do that. Put two in there, evenly spaced. Press R. Let's get rid of the. Okay. Let's move this guy over. And yeah, there we go. Just like that. Booyah. Okay. So this is the second floor of this super cool building that is being, it's already created, but it's actually going under really cool renovation. Several people are getting together to renovate this thing and make it user-friendly. I don't know, like a co-op space, I think, something like that, maybe. Don't quote me. That object is pretty much duplicated. 1, 2, let's see. So how about we take these faces, duplicate them, hold shift, right mouse click and hold, duplicate face, object mode, that face, modify center pivot, hold shift, just like that. Let's make sure we don't have anything selected. Alt shift D to delete the history. Mesh combine. Modify center pivot. And there we go. So I will take this guy over. Oops. And do a little bit of work. It's strange, these blueprints keep changing. Let's just merge those to center. Hold G, or press G. That looks good. There will be a double face there, so I'll have to merge these two later. Press F to frame in. Alright, that looks good. So this is just a placeholder for actual structure that I'll put in here. So I'm not going to really stress out about it. It's not worth it. Just making quality progress as often as we can. Put two edge loops there because I know I have to take my duplicated face that I used earlier. And these images are sometimes really difficult to read. So what I can see is it's the same structure on the left side. And what we'll do is press F to frame in. And we're going to duplicate all of those walls over to the other side. So yeah. And then we'll delete these faces. I have a video of this entire place. It's really, really nice. Maybe a little bit later I'll show it to you, maybe not. We'll see. Now we just kind of have fun, enjoy your work, because there are many people that wish that they could do what we do. Whether they gave up or they taking a break, whatever it is, don't do it just because there's people that wish that they could do what we do. But that's just to say, like, enjoy your work. Like, complain when Maya crashes, but never complain about the process and journey of becoming the best version of yourself as a CG artist. It's a journey for everybody. I still feel like I'm learning new things. I've been doing this for since got my master's in 07. Started in 05, so yeah. I still feel like I suck. In some things. I've definitely seen the growth in other places. So. For those of you that watch this channel from day one, thanks. Thanks for your support. Alright. Let's keep moving down this stretch of the hallway. And yeah, this is not it's laborious having to extrude, but when you get it down, then like everything else seems to flow. Everything is great. Alright, let's do that. And I'm kind of like skipping around, like I see over here that I didn't add that window. However, I do know what should be there. Let's use the into edge loop, relative distance. That looks like a window opening. That's just a structure in the center. It's not just a structure. I wonder if the windows are really small. I'll just put that one there just in case. We have to do something. In the earlier stream of this, I found the reference image on Google Earth. Well, that's what I've been using to look at various angles, and I kind of like eyeballed this part from a view very, very far away. But yeah, that looks like another open structure, so let's delete that. Let's see, let's add an edge loop right here, and right there. Continue our path of extrusions. Just keep going. I'm not for sure what the heights are of this building, believe it or not. Just doing a lot of stuff based on, what the client is going to see, and not sweat the small stuff. There's a lot of little imperfections here and there, but you just have to remember, like, if there needs to be an aerial render, then you have to have the exact kind of like spacing and doors and stuff like that in this. So just whatever the client tells you they need, and of course you just do what you gotta do to make it. And it's not cheating, like when you think you're cutting corners, but like it's it's your render time. at the end of the day, it's like, am I going to like make this super high quality, or am I going to make it, you know, like, because you want to put your name on everything, right? Like, you want to make sure that your work looks good, but then, you know, it's about time, it's about quality, it's about, like, you know, decision making. Can you use a gray specular roughness on a material to have, you know, metal or chrome without slowing down your render time? Because the object is far away. Like, I'm thinking about all of that stuff even while I'm modeling it. I think, like, even when it comes to directing, like, great directors or great editors are also, like, secretly great directors too. Like, they just know the process. Like, they know where they want the cut and edit to go when they're with the camera, you know, when they're behind the scenes. So it just helps with, like, when things are seen from a perspective of the overall picture, right? Like when you're creating. Right there. I'll select both of those guys. And bridge it, hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Bridge, just in case you don't use shortcuts. They are a lifesaver. I mean, you're gonna need to know them one day. Why not learn now? Like, why not learn in the beginning? Look, it's just simple holding shift, extrude. Very easy. Nothing hard about this. The part that takes a skill and time, I'd say, is UV mapping for sure, 100%, because, like, it's a process, right? But the better you become at that, then, like, your patience grows, and then I think you can do anything. Like, really, patience for small things goes a long way. But whatever. If you like animating, or you like doing other things and like this kind of remedial stuff, and it's all good. I like the whole process of creating, start to finish. So let's see who's rocking with me. One concurrent viewer. All right. Where are you from? One concurrent viewer. Where are you from is a question. There we go. I should call up some friends right now. Like, hey. Oh, I said earlier I was going to copy that over, right? It's okay. Sometimes we get caught up. See, so they're not even the same all the way across. I just, you know, copy the same space and width, but it's a little bit different, in my opinion. And because I can't wake up the architect, I'm not sure if he's still alive, I have to go off my better judgment. Alright, we're getting there. We're making a little progress. We got all of this done. Down here. Door openings there. That should be combined with this. Oops. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Combine. Alt shift D. I'll rename this to second floor. And second level, I think that's what it's called. Whoa, what is that? Oh, is that? Let's see something. Did I? Okay, I just created that. Sorry, that was a little goof. Let's go and take these guys. Shift, bring it over. Caps lock on. Yeah, if you enjoy this tutorial, then please keep watching. I'll try to create some really interesting stuff. These are, at least these ones have been projects of mine. So you kind of see the process. Okay, so let's do that. This looks like a part that I don't want to get wrong if I have to create the window for that shape, depending on what the client's going to see. So I'll just take those faces, hold shift, right mouse click and hold, duplicate face, object mode, there's the object, hold shift, modify center pivot, and it just brings bad boy over here. Let's kind of put it right there. I know it looks off. That's quite alright. Let's see. Okay, I don't need to use it. Oh, yes I do. Control D. There's some up there. I'll press F to frame in. And we'll take these edges. It's kind of a line. Okay. There you go. And then Control D. Like this would be one of those times when I want to add an insert edge tool here to make sure it aligns. Right there. And then I'll delete that edge by pressing Alt Delete. Now Control Delete in PC. So that aligns perfectly with that window. Okay. And we can combine all of these guys. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Combine. Now, I don't think we need that edge, but we do because of that. Let's add an edge loop here that aligns with this. Okay, we'll bridge those two. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Bridge. No divisions. And if we go to edit mesh bridge option box, we just reset everything here. Okay. And then bridge. So we don't have a line there anymore. Select these guys, hold control, deselect. So now you have all four and press the G. Oh, doesn't work that way. Keep moving forward. So I'll press G. And then so just try to get this edge to align with that. And then hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Oops, that's not it. Enter edge loop is there. Press W, hold V, snap it. Now we'll go ahead and bridge that wall. Where are you? Bridge. bridge, and that looks good. Let's take these edges. So we're almost finished with the second floor, and then tomorrow what we'll do is, I think we will do the third floor, and that should be it. So what I'll do on the third floor, or second floor, is just extrude the edges tonight, and then UV map. That should be something fun. And it all depends on what the texture is going to be, quite honestly, because if the texture is going to be tileable and it's all the same for the interior walls, then of course you want to separate the interior walls and do them differently. It all depends on how you choose to paint this, in substance or whatever. There we go. Put that guy right there. Hold shift, edge, and bring it right there. That looks great. This is what I'm gonna do. Make my life 100 times easier. Let's take this edge, that, and then snap it to this. There we go. Now I'll extrude it once, and then bridge. I'll take that edge, bridge, and then we use the insert edge loop tool. Go back to relative distance. Put one. Oops. Control Z. Let's change equal distance from edge. Okay, just a little bit, I guess. I'm almost better using cancel. Let's save it. That's a scare. All right, so number 12. I always try to change this. So second floor plan, and then have different versions of it. Second floor plan, haven't finished, so it's not done. This would probably be 01. Oh, I worked on it in a different one. Oh, I didn't know I was working in the same version. I could have swore it was a professional. Multi-cut. Hold shift. Create your 45. Click here. Hold shift. And then I must click face. Let's delete that face. Delete that face for that entrance. What else? That's a door. It's kind of bugging me. And what I'll end up doing is just changing the, because we did this earlier. And, you know, I'll worry about it later. This is one of those small things I'll get caught up doing. Let's see. Alright, perfect. That's the window there. So we won't need that. Window. First floor. Okay. very sidetracked, didn't I? As I delete more. Opening. I don't know what that is. Looks great. Alright, let's take this guy, Control D. Pick it up. Alright, come on. W, hold V. And get you, snap it there. Okay, so that's outside. Wall. We have this other inner wall. You can see, working on the second floor, making sure everything aligns. Have a little bit more, then I'll extrude those walls up. This is the second side view of the first floor. And then this is going to be the second floor. I guess this is the elevator lobby. It's kind of cool. Glass frame there. We can start working on that if we wanted to. And the real question is, why can't I see that image? Let's look through this camera and increase the far clip plane to like 50,000, 500,000. There we go. So yeah, that second floor, it looks like it's really thick, right? You could see, go straight up like that. So I'll extrude straight up. And then everything is to scale. So what I could do, some kind of, let's go to the create polygon tool. Hold shift to create straight lines. Do that. And then come back and just merge edges, connect edges. So one goes there. 1, 2. I'll just isolate this guy. Control 1. Press 5. Kind of align these edges. There we go. Align these edges. Those guys are good. I know I forgot to add an edge loop right here, so it's a multi-cut tool. There we go. Alright, so we just right mouse click, hold shift, right mouse click, connect components. Look, I forgot another one. From here to there. There we go. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Target weld. Yeah. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Merge the center. Again, there's probably so many other ways that I could have done this, but whatevs. Alright, let's take this edge. That seems about right. So this is the opening of the, I don't think like the room that leads to the elevator, the lobby, elevator lobby. Screw this up. I take that edge, this edge, hold shift, right mouse click and hold, and bridge. And then what I will do is, actually I'll just bridge these two for now. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, bridge. And then let's take this edge, extrude it straight up, hold V, and press 4. Right mouse click and hold, go to insert edge loop, add edge loop there. Actually, let's add an even space. Let's do that. Press R, scale it wide, same distance pretty much. Double click your tool, and then we'll go that way with it. Press R. So I guess this bottom edge is lower. Actually, I'll press Alt delete or Control delete because I already have an edge there. Actually, I do need him right here. So press R, scale it together, W, bring it down, and let's see. Face mode, delete that, and then let's select. I apologize for my computer being very loud. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, extract face. And this is a wall in and of itself. Okay. I don't know how, let's see, something. That's the elevator. Modify center pivot. And the elevator is somewhere over here. Elevator lobby. I'm going to say that is kind of, let's see. That was a door. And it was, let's see, an office. Let's just see how well things align. An office. Where'd that door be? I don't know if it's this one here. It looks like it might be because that's a door. Off to the side. That doesn't look like it's right. Because it would have to be. Who knows? There might be. Because I don't see another door over here. And this looks like a giant wall. Office. You know, it might be. And this is another office building over here. From the aerial view, that's a closet. This is the office. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get more clarity from that a little bit later. Alright, let's see. I think this should be extruded. And I definitely don't need any of these edges, faces, on the outside. Well, let's get rid of faces I don't need right now anyways. Alright, what am I listening to? Some old school. Oops. We meet these guys. Alright, let's change this music. Oh. Please tell me this is still mix YouTube. Okay, guys, I'm just saying. Sometimes I'll play this mix and I'll get a letter from YouTube in my mailbox, and they'll be like, "Hey, that music that you're playing, yeah, that's it's copyrighted stuff." Alrighty, that looks cool. Could we? Should we? Let's go to our UV editor and automatic map that. These guys will be together. These two pieces. Geometry will be very thin object. Okay, I'll keep it solid like this, minus these faces, because the door might be depicted as being open. Okay. And I know that these two pieces will be glass, so I will duplicate face. Hold shift, mesh combine, modify center pivot, save scene as, O2. Guys, again, apologize. Thought this was a professional. What happened is the 2020 version is a professional, and then it wasn't working because I guess I need like internet service now for 2020 to even open, which is very strange. I've never seen it before. Maybe I didn't pay attention. And then shortly after that, lobby glass. And shortly after that, I opened it up on 2018, which was student version. And it kind of got corrupted. Right, that's, I think I always just have it like a basic glass. Just remember it. Hold up. Let's see something else. Window. Okay. So I'm just deselecting and then selecting faces and framing it up to match that if it is glass. And this time I just use the vertices. So that's always important to like put things on layers, because if I was doing this without layers, it would be crazy. Like crazy, man. be snapping to all these other edges. Let's see here. I know I call that lobby glass. 1, 2, 3. Alright, cool. We could just combine. No, let's just combine those. Control G. Modify center pivot. Let's call it lobby entrance. Modify center pivot. So what else is in this group? Let's see. Okay, center pivot now. There we go. Now when I go to the center pivot, it's A. What's going on here? Let's see something. Let's go to this outliner. Okay. Well. We just, sorry, it's kind of this not snapping over here. Earlier, just by doing the modify center pivot, it's kind of bothering me. Okay. Lobby entrance. Can I just hide that? Control H for now. Let's go through all my groups. Alright. I usually try to keep this very clean and named, but it's okay for now. I know we had a little bit more up here. Control D. And then we just delete those faces. See, I kind of take a little bit of a break from doing all these editing of Alt Control Delete. From working on all of these interiors, take a break from, you know, what you're doing. Sometimes, like, you just get so caught up creating, you know, something that's really monotonous, and then, yeah, you kind of like lose a little momentum. So yeah, take breaks frequently. Okay, that's cool. Lines. Go on. Object mode. And then, okay, I think we're good. No, not really. Let's take this guy over here. Take the vertex. Okay, there we go. Edge. Right when you think you're finished, this tiny little wall or closet comes creeping up on you. Ooh yeah, there we go. That's cool. Looks great. Press Control S to save. Alt Shift D on the PC. Hold Shift, right mouse click and hold. Modify center pivot. Okay. What's going on over here? Nothing. Oh. Delete that door. All deleted. Let's combine these guys. Alt Shift D to delete the history. Let's see what else we have here. Oh. Did I not? Wow. Smart. It's okay. You seen what was going on, but you didn't say anything. I see how it is. mighty. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, combine, alt shift D. There we go. And that's going to be second level, so make sure to put it back in there. Take this, leave it there. And take that face, hold shift, right mouse click and hold, duplicate face, hold shift, modify, center pivot. Take this up here, align it, and you can adjust some of the vertices. And then with this one here, let's take this edge. I really don't have to do this part, but for the sake of just like merging, again, it's about speed as well, right? How fast you can kind of like whip this out without having to do the extra. So hold shift, right mouse click and hold, merge vertices, target weld tool. Pretty fun tool. So I'll just take these faces, and move it up. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, duplicate face, modify center pivot. And then I'll just hold D and V, snap this. Kind of align that. Combine those two, hold shift, right mouse click and hold, combine. Go to the vertex. And I wouldn't do like the merge to center because it's going to throw it off. Not unless you know how to just kind of do this, but that's like too many steps. So target weld, again, it's good. Snap. Let's take these vertices, align it to that. Alt Shift D to get rid of the history. Take this, Alt Shift D. And then we'll combine. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, combine. Merge to center. That's cool. And I think that is about it. Always something. Now I'll take that face, I'll extract it. Oh, you know what? I won't even have to do all that. Let's go this edge. Kind of keeping everything together. And then delete those. There we go. Press Control 1. That's what it looks like. Second floor. Done. Dunskies. Alt Shift D. Oops. Alt Control D. No. Alt Shift D. Oh. Man. Tricky. Of course you knew that, but you didn't say anything. That looks, it says fire extinguisher, so we can keep going all the way by. Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it feels as though those are exterior walls. Let's take that and move it up here. Okay. This looks like the style for those office spaces, so it's probably good for me to do it now. Create polygon plane. This method's gonna be a little bit different than what I did before. I just create like 1/2 of it. Press 4, and then go to town on the insert edge loop tool. And across there, and across here. And then one there. So now, we could probably keep these for later, but this is the only part that's going to be disconnected. Extract faces. Press 4. Insert edge loop. Power wiggle. Oops. Excuse me. Scratching my beard. Insert edge loop. One here, one there, one there. Then this is going to be glass, so I just keep it. DV, snap it there. Alt Shift D, Control D, and move it over to Z. But the Z is already positive, so change it to -1. There we go. Hold Shift, right mouse click and hold, combine. Take those and merge, just merge vertices. And I like to get rid of that edge, so Control Delete. Hold Shift, right mouse click and hold, combine. You can't delete that edge if you, because they're not merged. So that's why we have to do the merge process first. It doesn't look very clean to me. That was just some standard way molding. So let's use our EP curve tool. Just copy that. I think it was straight, so, and we can always bevel edges after. modify center pivot, and then I know it has to be at a 90-degree angle. So let's press and hold J, so it's 45. So you can see that now it's a bit off from the image, so I'll make it bigger. Scale down a little bit. There we go. Now Control D, move it over. I'll change the scale Z to be negative 1.42. And there we go. So on the other side, hold Shift. Surface, loft, option box, and I try to keep it at the lowest. So that's pretty good. General, quads, loft. Ooh. Okay, so the reason why it did that is because these two are, what was that curve? I think it should be negative 45. And I think this is actually 180 degrees off. It should be that way. Reverse. And I know that it should probably go back and flatten out, but we'll just delete those. R, flatten this. Maybe bring it in a little bit more, because this is going to be directly on top of that door entrance. And we can mesh display reverse. Okay. Let's go ahead and extrude this whole thing forward a little bit, forward again, a little bit, and one more time. Control E, Control E, one more time. So with these guys, that was just kind of silly. Move it forward. Take these faces. And delete. Actually, we'll keep the back side ones, or the front side ones. Hold Shift, right mouse, click and hold, extract. So we're gonna need those for Windows. Combine, right mouse, click and hold, combine. Control E. And then Lagoon Glass material, window. And then hold Shift, snap them to there, and delete. And just merge those vertices. Put those guys right there. And this, and just go ahead and extract it from the beginning. This and that. Hold Shift or spacebar, modify center pivot, extrude, bring it forward, extrude, So I'm trying to give it a little bit of edge. Okay. I'll call this office entrance. Alt-Shift-D. If we're going to add any sort of level of detail, I won't do it in the first pass. I mean, I could, bevel it up, but yeah. Alt-Shift-D. Sometimes I'll automatic map it just to see what it looks like. It's not bad. UV mapped. Control 1. Let's see where they belong. In here. Okay. Trying to get some things situated. There's a glass. Let's go ahead and combine. No, we won't combine. Is that a group? Let's go into the outliner and then kind of look at it. Control. These two are going to be door. Control G. Modify center pivot. Call this office door. Office. Underscore door. Frame. And then, excuse me, office. All right, I already named that. Office underscore door frame. Office door. All right. So now it's time to get in the habit of renaming things. Underscore. Keep the naming convention the same. Probably good to freeze the transformations. So we have this. Okay. Office door frame. Oops, office door frame glass. Okay. Now go ahead and group that. Press up arrow. Modify center pivot. And I usually like to put it at the bottom. Just depending on how I'm going to move it around. Let's call this office underscore office underscore door geo. Okay. Alright, so let's go here, top view. And I'm pretty much going to create polygon cube. And trace this all the way around until we have our second floor geometry. Exterior wall. I should bring this back right there. Exterior wall, exterior building. Okay, doesn't really matter. Right there. Sorry, I'm just kind of square some things up. You know what, these pillars right here don't really align with that building. Let's see. Well, these are different pillar, different type of. Let's see. We might have to make some adjustments here. Exterior wall, exterior building. This geometry that is created. Modify center pivot. I'll just extrude. Oops. Control E. And then, alright, let's try that again. That face selected, Control E. Alright. I'll press 3. Looks like I already extruded it before. So I'll press W, press 1. Okay. Where is that face? Come on. I'll hold V, snap it straight down. And then I'll extrude it a few times. Alright, this is, let's see what this geometry is here. Alright, this edge is kind of bothering me. Okay, sorry folks. It's painful to watch. Jeez. Do I not know how to extrude? Okay. Hold V, snap it here. That's where it needs to go. Control E. Snap it there. Mesh display reverse. Booyah. Alt Shift D to delete. So this is the, I call this concrete slab. And then what we can do, insert exit tool. Is it gonna work? This is taking me longer than what it should. Insert exit tool. I don't know why it's not working. Alright, so we just cut a piece off here. Multi-cut. Enter. Okay. So it's time to extrude. Control E. Move it straight up to this level here. Press 4. Okay, looks good. I think this is that entryway. Yeah, that's right. So let's take these edges, fill a hole, press G, Control 1, and we just go to face, highlight all the faces across. So we have all the bottom ones selected. Control deselect the top faces, and then delete. But before we delete, let's save the file. Save scene as 03. Press delete. I'll click here, Alt Shift D, and there we go. Now I know that some of these are doorways, entry